Hello and welcome to Garage Rock, our 1 year anniversary, Cam.
Yes!
Who would have thought? 12
Congratulations to us.
Exactly. Hello, listeners. This is Garage Rock, the podcast, coming to you live from Cam's house, celebrating our 1 year anniversary. How are you doing, Mr. Cameron Banfield?
I'm great. How the hell have you done so long, such a whole year with such, doing all the work? It's just unbelievable. I can't believe it was my idea and then you're just doing all the work.
Oh, you are my muse, Cam. It's so easy when you're carrying.
No, it's both our idea, and I do just as much work as what I say I don't.
Exactly, and we've got a big show coming up to celebrate our 1 year. Our 1 year was last week. This is a bittersweet show. Obviously, unfortunately, we've got some bad news on your side, Cam.
Yes, unfortunately, my grandfather passed away last week. He was an absolute legend, Steve, and he always asked about my music, always asked about my drumming, whatever I was doing, and he loved to rock and roll. He was a rock and roller, Steve.
That's awesome.
And he loved his jazz as well. Like, we'll play a little bit of Song of India in the background here.
Yeah.
But he used to sing that to me, and I'd never heard the song in my life. But then phones came along with music on. You could get any music on the phone.
Of course.
So I used to play it for him, and he loved it.
Yeah.
So rest in peace to Julian Banfield, absolute legend. Thank you for everything. Sounds
like a bloody legend. And this goes out to you, Grandpa Joe. But yes, right now we do have to celebrate our 1 year anniversary, Cam. And I'm gonna actually to celebrate here. Actually, I bought us some champagne. We've got to mark the occasion.
And I have champagne glasses ready. What a coincidence!
It's like a well thought out plan. I went to the local Aldi, and the guy behind the counter said that he defies me to get a better drop of champagne for under $4 than what I've got right here.
Can't wait to spew this up.
Now I'll get you to sort of unwrap that. I'll just read out.
I'll just undo this while you're reading that out. Cool. All right? I've got a few stats.
Few stats. Here we go. Our first year, 91 podcasts in a year. That's more than one a week.
Can you believe it?
56 interviews, 4 music events, and 31 episodes, including 214 tracks of new music. Oh! That's it's not a boy, so that's good.
No,
it's probably flat.
It smells like a girl.
And coming up later in the show, we'll be talking about sexual harassment at music festivals.
What do you mean by that,
But
Steve?
in the meantime, let's pour out a glass. It's oh man, look at those bubbles, brilliant. Pass it over here. God, it looks. I've never seen champagne.
Did someone say golden shower?
So yellow. Is this normal? All right, come on, pour yourself a glass. I don't want to be the only one getting poisoned tonight.
There we go. Steve, you're going to turn me into an alcohol. I don't normally drink.
Well, I know. Well, you've already poured yourself a red, so this will go well with it. Here we go. Here's to us. Here's to Garage Rock, first year and many more to come.
To evil.
Oh, fantastic. Now let's taste this. It's
It's more tingly than hot.
Oh, it tastes like fermented bat piss.
If anyone wants to start paying us for this podcast, maybe we can get some better champagne. Maybe something from champagne would be nice.
Actually, yeah, I think we might move back to the Reds. But it's been a big couple of weeks, even though we haven't been doing episodes, interview-wise, Cam.
Steve has been taking the interview and internet reins while I've been dealing with my family.
So excited, Cam. So excited.
Yes.
Last week had an interview with the Brave, up-and-comers through Unified. But before that, Cram from Spiderbait.
What an absolute bloody legend.
Spiderbait.
Hey?
Having to chat about, they've got their upcoming show, their singles show in Melbourne. We talked about it on the last show. It's just a one-off. And I asked him, are you going to other cities? And he said, yes, they are. So
you can't get a better answer than that, can you?
Well, you can't. Could take it globally, but and before that,
Pat
from Grinspoon. I mean,
another bloody legend. How good is these Aussie rock legends? Seriously,
absolutely. And they're spending their time on Garage Rock talking about their music. It's fantastic.
Yep.
Because they've got their upcoming show as well. Their tour, their Chemical Hearts Greatest Hits tour. So, had a chat about that.
Yes, bloody beautiful.
They're all just lining up to call Garage Rock. But we've got a big show, and actually, we must address now. Our last episode.
Yeah.
For some unknown, you were just hyped up on dad jokes.
Yeah, and it seemed to have rubbed off on a few people.
We've had people write in. Well, first of all, we had Mark from the UK who wrote in saying he enjoyed the show, and that
thanks, Mark.
He really got into the psychedelic porn crumpets.
Oh, that's awesome.
Fantastic. So he's from the UK, and well, they're heading over there soon as well. So
you'll be able to check out their tour.
Check them out. Just played Splendor in the Grass. Good on him.
Yeah.
Good on him. So here we had a few dad jokes sent in. And we
yes,
didn't,
the dad jokes.
We didn't ask for this, and I'm really not sure.
Maybe next week will be top 5 dad jokes.
Oh, God. So people sending in jokes. Here we go. Amanda from Melbourne. Right?
Amanda Love and Kiss?
No.
Just Amanda, okay.
Just Amanda.
All right.
Write in if your surname's Love and Kiss. Did you hear about the restaurant on the moon?
No, I did not hear about the restaurant on the moon.
Great food, no atmosphere.
Oh,
God. Terrible. Karen sent in one. What did the nut say when it was chasing another nut?
What did the nut say when it was chasing another nut?
I'm a cashew.
Oh!
And
even I'm not really liking these ones. And that says a lot.
Lift your game.
I'm pretty easy to please.
That's true. Fazard. Last one. Fazard said, what is red and shaped like a bucket?
What is red and shaped like a bucket?
A red bucket. But what is blue and shaped like a bucket?
A blue bucket?
A red bucket disguised as a blue bucket.
Ooh.
Wow.
Is he a real person or is he just a facade?
As poor as that was, I think that was probably better than the ones that were written in. So thank you everyone for that. Cam, is there anything else you want to chat about?
Yes, Steve. This is going to be our last episode for a little while.
Yes.
For a few weeks. While I'm going over to America to see Blink-182 and Neck Deep.
Yes.
And Little Wayne's going to be there too.
No.
He almost pulled out. Did you see that?
I thought he did pull out.
He did. Well, he was on stage and I don't know. I can only guess that he wasn't getting the reaction that he thought he deserved on stage.
Right.
And decided to say basically in so many words that he was going to pull out of the rest of the tour. Or they probably won't be around for the rest of the tour. And then came out the next day and backpedaled and said everything's all good. So I don't know what happened.
Right.
I got a little excited. I'm like, who's going to be the replacement, you know? But it'd still be cool to see Little Wayne. But Neck Deep,
I'm sure
cool.
Blink probably said, look, A, you're contracted. Or B, if the tour's already started, how are they going to... They probably convinced him, look, hang on, the people in this town, they're a bit odd. The rest of the tour, they'll be fine.
I can tell you exactly how it went, Steve. If I was a betting woman, I'd say it went a little something like this. You've got contractual issues. Okay. You've got contractual obligations. Best you stay on the tour. Okay. Best I do.
Yes.
Something like that.
Yeah, I'm sure in those exact words, that's pretty much how it happened.
Yeah, so, no, Steve, I'm so pumped for this. I've wanted to see Blink-182 in Southern California since I knew him since high school.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm really excited for this. This is a massive bucket list item for me. So doing that. Also,
is it a red bucket or is it a blue bucket disguised as a red bucket?
Yeah, I think it's the blue disguised as red.
It's a blue disguised as red. Yep.
Also got tickets to see Jim Jeffries in Vegas.
Oh,
that
very
should be
nice.
fun. Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm going to do anything and everything while I'm there. So,
cool.
I mean, like show-wise.
Yeah.
Just going to have a really nice time.
Fantastic. We'll take some photos, put them up on our Instagram at Garage Rock Podcast. So make sure you check them out.
Mate, I'm going to be more viral than a Chinese witness, so...
I don't even know what that
Neither do I. It just came to my head.
Chinese witness.
How exciting is that?
Oh, man. So you're flying out this week.
You're flying out this weekend and doing a few touristy things and then going to catch the San Diego and LA show. San Diego, I am seeing... I'm in the pit.
Yeah.
We've got pit tickets.
You're going twice to see them?
Yeah, I've got to make it worth it.
Oh, fair enough.
The last two nights is San Diego and then... I'm going to get the train back to LA, which is about a 2-hour train trip. And watch them in LA and stay in a crappy motel and fly home the next day.
The ultimate punk experience.
Oh, mate, I cannot wait. It's going to be awesome. So there's a few other bands that are playing around that time, so I'll keep that updated. I'm I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to make it to. So we'll see how we go. It's a very
us posted.
whirlwind tour for me, isn't it?
Well, I'm very excited for you, Cam. I'm sure our listeners are too. Looking forward to hearing what you have to say when you get back in a few weeks' time. But,
Yes, definitely.
but we do have to move on.
How's that white wine going there? How's
Jesus.
that champers?
Man,
Well, it's got to be the most terrible looking wine I've ever seen in my life.
you're not wrong. It does tingle. Putting it on the tongue, it tingles.
Yeah, like if I weed that out, I'd be worried.
So would I. It's bubbling. It's anyway. It's actually corroding the glass.
Isn't it weird? We used to just start off with just a glass of water. Now it's a glass of water, glass of red, glass of white, yellow wine.
We do have to move on, Cam. Our next, and this is a very important topic, far more important than the normal shit that we talk about on this show.
Viagogo.
Viagogo actually just lost a court case. They're now no longer allowed to have ads.
Oh, really?
They've been banned from having ads on Google.
Does that go? Is that worldwide?
I know it's Australia at least.
Because when I was looking at American tickets, Viagogo's everywhere.
Oh, of course. So that's at least that's some good news on the Viagogo front. Now we do have some other news. This is in regards to
drugs at music festival. I'm bringing up all the good ones. No, sorry, go on.
Yeah, that's Garage Rock's greatest hits. Viagogo, drugs at music festivals. No, we're going to talk about sexual assault at music festivals.
Oh, our favourite.
Exactly, right. Now, I'm trying to be serious here,
for me to get assaulted, not for anyone else to get assaulted. It's just all in good fun.
That's stupid. Now, in 2017, the Falls Festival was invited by Dr. Bianca Fileburn and Dr. Philip Wads.
Oh, that can't be real names, is it?
What?
Tell me that's real names. Is it?
Dr. Bianca Fileborn. What are you laughing at?
Quick, get the Fireborn out for Wads.
And Dr. Philip Wads. Stop laughing at their
Watts,
names.
yeah.
No, Wads. Double DS. Stop laughing, for crying out loud. The champagne's going to hit. This is a serious topic.
This is a serious
Cam.
issue.
Fuck's sake. I hope that
Tell me about Wadsy.
Doctors Fileborn and Wads are not listening to this because this is important and I appreciate their work here. Now, they invited the Falls Festival to participate in a pilot research study into sexual assaults at music festivals.
Yep.
Now, the pilot project involved 3 phases. Observations at the 2017 to 18 Falls Festivals.
Yes.
An online survey conducted with 500 patrons of the Falls Festival that year, and one-on-one interviews with 16 individuals who had experienced or had been involved in responding to sexual violence at music festivals across the country. Right, so I'm going to refer to some stats here because we don't have time to go through everything. The majority of participants usually or always feel safe at music festivals. So that's 61.5% usually feel safe, 29% always feel safe at music festivals. So that's a good majority all up there. That's fantastic. Good start. It's all downhill from there.
Oh, no.
Now, these majorities feel that the following occur at music festivals. 92.8 believe physical violence happens at music festivals.
That's a mosh pit. Okay.
95.1% believe sexual harassment happens at music festivals.
That's a mosh pit. Okay.
And 88.6% believe sexual assault occurs at music festivals.
Oh, there's the urinals.
Again, so almost all participants, 99% of them, consumed alcohol at music festivals, and just under half, 47.8%, consumed drugs. Now, this is just what the survey said. And are these stats shocking to you, or are they what you would sort of expect?
I reckon it's what I'd sort of expect. I mean, you're obviously going to get violence at these things because...
Well, we just said 99% of people are drinking.
Yeah, exactly. But it's more like the mosh pit. Like, if you're seeing bloody Kill Switch Engage or something, how violent is that mosh pit going to be?
Well, that is true.
And someone that's just come around the corner from seeing, I don't know, Sinead O'Connor or something, and they...
Which festival is this?
In what realm are we talking? That's the first thing that came to my head. But, something like that. Yeah. They're going to come around and go, wow, look at that mosh pit. How violent is this music festival?
True. True. But I mean, I think if we were to take something like Falls Festival, which is quite diverse, I mean, there are mosh pits at Falls Festival. And, But yeah, I mean, mosh pits, I don't know if that's what people are thinking, though, when they think physical violence, though.
So we're talking fights, maybe?
We're talking fights.
Okay.
Yeah. From the one-on-one interviews that they were talking about, groping and other forms of sexual touching in crowded mosh pit and performance areas was a common experience. Perpetrators were overwhelmingly, but not exclusively, men, and bystanders rarely intervened when sexual violence was occurring. So these are what the interviews have said. Now, I mean, I've never done any groping in the mosh pits, but I've seen people sort of go for a cheeky grab here, you kind of just
especially for crowd surfing women as well.
Yeah,
normally, but. Yeah,
I don't want to say it's a fine line because it comes across very. I know.
Obviously, you shouldn't.
Leery.
If a woman's crowd surfing, no way you shouldn't grab her or anything.
No, but at the same time, the point of the crowd surf is to pass the body forward or backwards or wherever.
Yeah, it might even be an accident.
Yeah. Unintentional.
I've got no doubt that there's probably some sick people doing
I'm sure that there's heaps of people
stuff out there.
Absolutely. I mean, and we've seen it, and it's not on, and that's when you line those people up and just give them a good hip and shoulder to the face. Now, most participants in this survey did not report to police, security, or festival staff. Those who did report typically recalled negative responses from authority figures such as victim blaming, not taking the report seriously, and or failure to take appropriate action. So that's very disappointing to hear.
It is, yeah, definitely. Well, what do we do about this then, Steve? What's their plans?
Well, they have come up with some recommendations, and we'll go through some of them now. There's 15 that they've sort of just put up there straight away.
Nobody touch each other in a mosh pit.
Well, it's not quite as extreme as that. Now, first of all, they want to increase the number of female police and security staff working on site. Makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
Develop multiple avenues for reporting sexual violence at festivals and ensuring staff are adequately trained to receive and respond to these reports. But also add the environment, provision of quiet chill-out spaces.
Oh, that would have been handy at Good Things when I had that nap. That would have been more peaceful.
Exactly. Yeah. Now, enhanced lighting, particularly in camping grounds and areas like that, they're very dark.
Oh, yeah.
The festival camping grounds.
Although when we were at Unify, it was very well lit.
It was.
In all the camp areas that I saw.
Exactly.
So, yeah, that's great.
And ensure signage establishing behavioural standards is clearly visible throughout all spaces at festival. So I hate to sort of say this, but are we saying putting up signs that say don't sexually assault people? and isn't that kind of obvious? You'd like to think.
Don't be naughty.
It's as stupid as it sounds, though. People who do this stuff don't care.
Yeah.
They know that this is against the law, that this is...
It's like when you go to the toilets and you see the sign above the toilet that says do not pee on the seat and stuff. I mean, everyone knows that you got to do it on the floor. It's fine.
It wasn't exactly where I was headed with that. But I mean, isn't that a bit obvious to have signs up to say don't, molest people?
Yeah, well, I suppose. But I suppose if you're walking along the campgrounds and you're like, oh, who am I going to molest? And you see a sign, you're going to go, oh, maybe I won't.
Yeah, that's against the rules.
Yeah.
I don't want to get kicked out here.
I wouldn't want to ruin what's been a good day.
Exactly.
So maybe it will help, Steve.
Yeah, maybe it will, Cam. So for people out there who want to have a look at the full report, you can head to academia.edu and type in the Safety, Sexual Harassment and Assault at Australian Music Festival's final report, and you can see everything detailed in there. I just thought it was an interesting thing worth bringing up, Cam, that this report has just come out.
Totally.
And because we've been to shitloads of music festivals and we'll continue to go to shitloads of music festivals, but this is something that's been happening for quite a while and it does need to be addressed. And it's good to see that there's actually been some thought and a proper program going into working out what the issues are and how we can try to mitigate them in the future.
Yes, thank you very much for your hard work. On a lighter note, Steve.
Yes, Cam.
We've got a tour announcement.
We do. It's almost like every week we've got tour announcements. Announcements.
And it's almost...
This poison that I've picked up, I'm getting a refund. I want my $3.95 back.
You should.
Oh, seriously.
You know what? Man. Aldi wine is normally, it's quite nice.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, don't get the Aldi
award-winning stuff. You don't get the cheap, like it's still cheap, but the cheap.
God.
Anyway.
Terrible. Go on.
Another exciting tour, Steve.
It feels like the last tour just finished.
I know, and the one before that.
Exactly.
These guys just work so hard. I'm talking DZ Death Rays.
Yes, Cam.
Our mates, DZ.
Duff Rays.
Party Thrashers, DZ Death Rays, have announced a national tour again, Steve, kicking off in October, supporting their upcoming album, Positive Rising Part 1. Ooh, will there be a Part 2?
Or a Part 3.
And will there be another tour?
Well, probably. There'll probably be another few between.
Positive Rising Part 1 is going to be released on August 30th. And joining DZ Death Rays on their upcoming tour is Polish Club.
Polish Club.
Not Polish.
No, Polish. Polish.
Void and
Money,
the Boys.
money. What?
Yeah, the Boys.
The Boys.
The band will be playing 8 shows throughout October and November in Sydney, Melbourne and Brisbane, plus all ages show in Sydney, Adelaide, Perth and under 18s in Melbourne and Brisbane. How good's that?
Absolutely awesome. It doesn't happen enough these days.
I know, they need to bring more underage, all ages gigs, back. Just get excited.
Exactly.
Alongside the announcement, the band have also released a new single, Year of the Dog, featuring Matt Cawthron from the Bronx. The Bronx, man. Oh, that's New York, isn't it? The Bronx.
The Bronx.
Yeah. I'm going to go to downtown LA, I'm going to go under the bridge and see where Anthony Kiedis used to shoot up. Under the bridge downtown.
You're going to do some heroin? I'm sure that there'd probably be some...
heroin vending machines.
Exactly, nearby for fans.
Now with sterile needles.
Oh, well, that's a bonus. Unlike the junkie who was shooting up next to me at the public toilets the other night.
Oh.
I mean, I only go into public toilets, well, A, to meet men on Grindr, but B, only in desperate times. And I was desperate, and there was a junkie in the cubicle next to me.
Oh, that sounds painful. Do we need to know more, or are we leaving it there?
Sure.
Go on, tell us what happened.
Oh, do we?
Quickly.
No, I had a bit of food poisoning and ended up in a public toilet, kind of just everywhere. I don't want to put off people who are listening to this.
I know, but that actually did make me feel sick. You go into those dirty toilets and then there's a junkie next to you. He's probably passing your tissues under the door saying, "You're all right, mate." You're all right.
Cheer up, mate.
Probably thought you're coming off. You're withdrawing.
Exactly. It'll only get easier from here, buddy. You'll be fine.
P.S. The plastic spoon doesn't work.
Don't you hate it when the fucking plastic spoon melts and again you can't, when you're picking it up off the ground, you can't tell what's spoon and what's heroin. Now,
so you just put it all up your ass. Oh, tickets are on sale now, Steve. For all the dates and to buy tickets, head to dzdeathrays.com.
Next announcement, Cam. Meredith Music Festival. The ballot is open for tickets to the 2019 Meredith Music Festival, which will be held on December 13, 14 and 15 at the Meredith Supernatural Amphitheatre. The lineup is yet to be announced, Cam, but as soon as the lineup is announced...
Yep.
Well, you'll hear about it on Garage Rock.
This has got to be one of Australia's longest running music festivals.
Oh, yeah. It's been going for a long time.
It's outlived, Pyramid Rock and all that.
It's outlived Big Day Out, Soundwave.
Yep.
Indeed it is, Cam. Now, and the ballot is open now at mmf.com.au. If you enter by 10:29 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time on Monday, the 12th of August 2019, you'll be in with a chance to win, tickets to be in the ballot.
To be in the ballot.
To buy tickets to Meredith Music Festival.
So that's how good it is. You've got to be in a ballot to get these tickets.
Exactly.
So give it a red hot go, that is.
Now, Cam...
Yes, Steve.
For the last time before you jettison off to the United States of America...
Dare we live the American dream?
Well, you at least. It's time for... Top 5!
Yes, that's right. And this week we're doing our top 5 American albums.
I accidentally took more of this drink.
It's bad. That's the stuff that looks like they used to put out the reactor at Chernobyl. It looks radioactive, doesn't it?
It does. We'll have to get this up on Insta.
Put that up if the camera will even take it. I don't know.
Melt.
To test it for gamma rays. I don't know.
So we did as per usual, and we thank you as you've been doing. For the first year of our show, people have been writing in with their top 5s.
Yeah, I love how people get so excited and so quick to judge and also put their top fives or their top albums
Yeah.
up or whatever we're doing at the time.
Usually they just judge us, but no, it's fantastic that they've put together their favourite songs. So, Cam, take it away.
So I'll start with Brendan has said Vitology by Pearl Jam.
Strong start out of the pack.
Yeah, one of your favourites, Steve.
I do like a bit of Pearl Jam.
Kimberly has said There Is Nothing Left to Lose by the Foo Fighters.
Oh, very much.
Gary has written in and said LA Woman by the Doors. Love a bit of Jim Morrison, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
Alice has said Dude Ranch and Enema of the State by Blink-182. Oh, nice.
Yes.
I'm going to be seeing that
Yeah,
album in full.
we know.
Darren
Twice
has,
now, apparently.
Darren has said Thriller by Michael Jackson.
I mean, classic.
Of
Classic,
course.
exactly.
Touched me in many ways as a kid. Laura has said Automatic for the People
Automatic for the people.
by R.E.M.
Everybody hurts.
Yeah, sometimes.
Just after Michael Jackson.
Trent said never mind about it though. Trent said never mind by Nirvana.
Nirvana.
Of course, that's one of your favourites, isn't it, Steve?
Fucking spoiler alert. Anyway.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Veronica has said Welcome to the Hotel California by the Eagles. Christine has said Pet Sounds by the Beach Boys, not the Pet Shop Boys. Ben has said Purple Rain by Prince or Rumours by Fleetwood Mac. Next time, please make up your mind and just give us one.
Exactly. Make up your mind, yourself. Lachlan has said Blood, Sugar, Sex, Magic by Red Hot Chili Peppers. Speaking about Under the Bridge before.
Yes.
This is where you go to stock up. Max has said Born in the USA. Actually, as stupid as it is, whenever I think of or hear of Born in the USA, it takes me back to a sketch on Sesame Street where you've got a bunch of animals, barnyard animals, singing about being in a barn in the USA.
Barn in the USA.
The Sesame Street do a lot of good parodies.
Oh, they're very creative.
Oh yes, very much. They had REM once on the Sesame Street.
Yeah.
And instead of singing "Shiny Happy People," you know that song,
Shiny Happy People. Yeah.
Harmonised pretty well for us. Never heard of it. They did Happy Furry Monsters.
Oh, that's
Happy
cool.
Furry Monsters. Da, da, da. And they had all the Happy Furry Monsters
It's
around
been
it.
a long time since I've watched Sesame Street with
Yes.
the kids because they've grown out of it now, but even newer parodies they did. They did True Blood, which was cool.
Really? Game of Thrones, they had the Lannisters having an argument.
Oh, did
and
they?
Elmo was telling them to be friends. And it was just like Cersei was having a go at Tyrion, and yet Elmo was just like, come on, let's be friends.
That's awesome.
yeah.
I remember Billy went through a stage, my son. He loved Elmo. And
who didn't?
And he used to love the Adam Sandler and Elmo singing together.
Really?
Which was a few years old then.
Yeah.
And also Katy Perry, which was on high repeat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was on high rotation. We watched that a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, Katy Perry, geez, so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loved it.
Yeah.
He absolutely loved just looking at her. He just absolutely loved it.
Oh, who wouldn't, Cam? Now, next we've got Melinda. She said Kiss Alive by Kiss.
Oh, nice.
Kiss Alive.
Yep.
Now, George has said Axis Bold as Love by Jimi Hendrix.
Oh,
Jimmy.
How those songs are written so young.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know if Foxy Lady's on that album, but I just like saying Foxy.
Does it remind you of Wayne's World a bit?
It does.
Yeah.
It does. It definitely does. Luke has said Hybrid Theory by Linkin Park. Got you doing the Foxy dance behind the mic. Yeah. Hybrid Theory by Linkin Park. Very good album there. Sally said...
I was putting the bins out before and I was thinking of Wayne's World just randomly.
Yeah.
How his ex-missus buys him a gun rack and he's like, I don't have a gun.
let alone the need
multiple guns for a gun rack. These are the things that go through my head.
Exactly.
Moving on, Steve.
Moving on. Sally said Yourself or Someone Like You by Matchbox 20. Kelly with an I-E Kelly, not a Y Kelly. Hello, Kelly.
Oh,
she
like
said,
Kelly Osbourne.
Is she?
I think so.
Well, I guess we'll Google it. Kelly said Straight Outta Compton by NWA.
Oh, crazy mother flipper name, Ice Cube.
Anthony has said Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses.
Nice.
Nice. Linda has said Dookie by Green Day.
Oh, love it.
Love it, love it. And Dennis, finally, he said Super Unknown by Soundgarden or Dirt by Alice in Chains.
I knew there'd have to be a Soundgarden in there somewhere. It had to be.
We're a rock show. It's a garage rock show. People like them. They're an American artist. They have albums.
Yep.
But Cam, it's time now for your top 5.
I'm going first. All right, let's do it. I've got honourable mentions this week, Stephen.
Go for it, Cam.
Hawthorne Heights, Silence in Black and White.
Ooh.
AFI Sing the Sorrow. Presidents of the United States of America, their first untitled album.
Yep. Pussa.
Chili Peppers, Californication. Very hard not to put that in there, Steve.
That is quite difficult.
You know, with songs like Under the Bridge. No, that's not the album.
You're doing a rock show.
Number 5.
Yes, Cam.
Jimmy Eat World, Bleed American.
Oh, I love that album.
Yeah, and it's got American in it, so I thought I've got to put that in there.
Yeah, well, that's what got it over the line.
No, it was
over an album about California.
I was going for. It's very hard to, narrow it all down. So I'm like, what are the albums that the albums I enjoy start to finish? Obviously, you get albums with fillers and stuff like that. So yeah, number 4.
Yep.
Blink-182, Enema of the State.
Ooh, hard to argue with that.
I know. I had to put it in there.
Well, it's worth travelling halfway across the world to see it twice.
Yeah, that's it. And it's more what the album means to me as a time
when you had
era.
an enema.
Yeah. And the whole state was.
It felt like the whole state was up there. Sorry.
Which made that plastic spoon seem like nothing. Hot dog in a hallway. Number 3, A Day to Remember, Homesick. I bang on about that album a lot on this show. What can I say? Great album, start to finish. Great way to start an album. Great way to finish an album, which is our wedding song. If it means a lot to you, well, it does mean a lot to me now, since it was at our wedding. Number 2,
yes,
Green Day, American Idiot.
Ooh,
I know.
It's a big one.
I could have put a lot of different Green Day albums in there.
Yeah.
This one just speaks to me because it was a good time.
Oh yeah.
I just moved out of home and the album just come out and Bullet in the Bible.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know. I just love it, and I love the American Idiot tour. It was awesome.
Oh yes.
Number 1. Number 1 is. I think you'll be surprised on this, Steve.
Is it American Idiot again?
Yeah,
you loved it that much.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. No. Really? No. Okay, Cam, go for it.
Blink-182, California.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Okay.
No Tom DeLonge. I just think that's their best album.
Wow.
I know. I think they just got it all together
without Tom.
Yeah, but if they did one with Tom, I think that would be the same. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Maybe this is the best carnation of them, and Tom's been holding him back.
I just think all the songs on there are great. If I put all the bullshit aside of who's in the band, who's not in the band,
yep.
even if it was a band that just started, or they started a super group with Matt Skiba or whatever and made this album, I think it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That wasn't a questioning. Yeah.
So that's my top 5, Steve. Now I'm dying to know, what's your top 5 American albums?
Well, I'll have a few honourable mentions. I'll just get them out there.
Yeah, rattle
them off quickly. Dookie by Green Day. 10 by Pearl Jam. Come Clean by Puddle of Mud.
E.
Not so impressed with that one.
I was running out of oohs and ahs.
Just going through every vowel. Mesmerised by System of a Down. A. And Enema of the State by Blink-182.
Oh!
Yeah. Tis a popular record. But my number 5... Songs for the Deaf by Queens of the Stone Age.
Oh, yeah, what's up?
I remember just the anticipation of this album when it came out. It's fantastic, from Millionaire at the start. No
one knows. Got them on the map for a lot of people.
A lot of people. Took out number 1 Triple J Hot 100 that year as well.
That's right.
There you go. Number 4.
Played the big day out as well that year with Foo Fighters as well.
Speaking of, number 4, Foo Fighters, The Colour and the Shape.
Oh, nice.
Monkey Ranch, My Hero. It's a blue album, and it's got a different kind of. There's a bit of grey and red in there. Anyway, it's a good album.
Round plug square hole, Steve. Round plug square hole.
Exactly. That reminds me of going to that public toilet again. But yeah, and there's also a B-side called The Colour and the Shape, which isn't on the album, but it's a really awesome track. So definitely worth checking out. Number 3.
Yeah, number 3.
Californication, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Freaking brilliant album. That was hard for me to not put in as well because that is brilliant from start to finish. That
Finish. The distorted bass to kick it off, right through to the road tripping at the end.
Oh,
fantastic!
That was left.
You're loving it a bit too much. Number 2, Cam. Your eyes rolled in the back of your head when you did that. Number 2, Cam.
Oh, yeah!
Toxicity, System of a Down.
City in my city.
Yeah, exactly. And so Toxicity, fantastic album from start.
That is great from start to finish, isn't it?
Exactly. Even the little instrumental Middle Eastern track at the end, fantastic stuff.
You know, that up until a couple of days ago, that album was in my CD player in my car.
Yeah, I do.
For years, I think we've spoken about this. It's been in there for years because I don't really play CDs anymore. Obviously, I play songs through my phone.
Yeah.
So it's just been in there, and every now and then I'll just go, I feel like listening to a CD, and I just press play on that.
Yeah. I remember we had it on play pretty much the 3-hour round trip to Unify gathering. We just listened to System of a Down's Toxicity on repeat for 3 hours.
Well, guess what I've replaced it with? I'm now questioning my life ability.
Is it Good Charlotte?
Yes.
Holy shit! I was just guessing, but it's Good Charlotte?
Young and Hopeless.
Wow.
How did you know that? You must have seen that. You've seen it in my car.
I did not.
I've got 2 CDs in my car, and that's one of them.
You said I was questioning my life choices, and I immediately went to Good Charlotte. But number one, Cam, and it's very hard to. You already know the answer to this.
If I get it wrong, you just say, "Oh, never mind."
Well, that is correct, Cam. Yeah. That is correct. Never mind by Nirvana. I mean, you can't.
Another great album, start to finish, isn't it? Really,
it's almost too predictable. If I'm saying it,
yeah,
it is. But that is just one of the best albums of all time, and that's why it's my favourite album of all time. So that's why it was number 1 because it happens to be American.
Steve, well done.
Thank you.
That is a great
and well done to you. And well done to Nirvana as well. Good on them, and to all bands. In fact, whether they make it or not, well done for giving it a go. New music, Cam. New music, Cam. For the last time before you head off, we've got 6 tracks. Oh, I've got the first one this week, do I?
Yes.
Oh, well, better start reading it out. Our first track is by Sydney-based psych rockers The Laurels. They've released the video for their new single, Sound System. Now, this is a quintessential psych shoegaze rock track. I really love the bass line throughout the song and provides good melody for the rest of the band to play around. Now, these guys are getting praise all over the world, especially for their live performances. So definitely follow them on the socials and see if they're playing any live shows. They've just played shows in Sydney and then one in Melbourne this weekend. So good on them. But in the meantime, this is Sound System by The Laurels.
That was Sound System by The Laurels. Up next, we've got Above Me by Paradise Club.
Yeah.
They're Adelaide indie rockers, and they're back with their first musical offering of 2019 called Above Me. They're not above me.
No.
That's just the name.
No.
Okay.
Well, they're not below you either.
No,
it's they're on par probably.
How do they fly so high without a special breathing apparatus? Paradise Club have etched a name for themselves, having support the likes of Endless Heights and Trophy Eyes, as well as playing the Adelaide leg of the Laneway Festival, Steve.
Very nice.
They're killing it. Paradise Club will be playing shows this August on their Above Me tour in Brisbane, Sydney, Wollongong, in the ning nang nong, where the cows go, Wollongong. I don't know. Melbourne and Adelaide also. For all these dates and to buy tickets, head to paradiseclub.co. Let's check out Above Me by Paradise Club.
That was Above Me by Paradise Club, moving from one club to another. This is Melbourne Rockers Press Club. They've announced their second studio album, Wasted Energy, will be released on August 16, which will feature their new single, Thinking About You. Now, I've been a fan of Press Club for a number of years, and if their new album is as good as their last album, Late Teens, then I think we're onto a winner here, Cam.
Oh, hell yeah.
The whole band melds together really well with this new song, and I really reckon it'd be good in a live scene. If you're in the UK and Europe and would like to see them, the band's playing shows throughout August and September. Head to pressclubmusic.com for all of the dates and to buy tickets. But right now, this is Thinking About You by Press Club.
I was Thinking About You by Press Club. Up next, Steve, we've got Him for a Droid by Psychedelic Porn Crumpets, one of my favourite names in rock. Perth Psych Rockers, the Psychedelic Porn Crumpets, have released their new album, and now for the whatchamacallit. I got it right, Steve, because it's a whatchamacallit.
Exactly.
Featuring the latest single, Him for a Droid, which has an awesome, trippy video clip.
Oh, yeah.
Like, would you expect anything less? Like, really, Steve?
Not really.
The band is also
Perfect for just chilling out, having a little acid, just watching it and enjoying it.
just psychedelic out with your porn crumpets.
Exactly.
You know.
Oh, I didn't even think of having them.
What would you put on a porn crumpet? Would you put some Vegemite, or would that look a bit pooey?
I wouldn't. I don't know what you would have on it, but I would definitely recommend having a glass of this. What would you call this?
Arse.
Bottled ass.
There's a glass of arse in each bite.
It is almost chewy. It is almost like you have to eat it. Continue, please.
The band has also just announced that they'll be supporting Royal Blood in the UK this August, as well as just having played Splendour in the Grass.
Splendid.
Now, what more can I say about this song? It's psychedelic, it's rock and roll.
It's porn crumpety.
Let's check out Him for a Droid, Psychedelic Porn Crumpets.
was Him for a Droid by Psychedelic Porn Crumpets. Our next track, Cam, is by Welsh four-piece Dream State, and they've released their new single Primrose, which alongside the track Hand in Hand released back in March is the first taste of new music from the band since their debut EP Recovery. Now, I absolutely love CJ's vocals. There's just something about her voice that I think is awesome. I can't pinpoint it, Cam, but I just love it. The
really
band,
nice person when you interviewed her as well
Exactly.
at Unify earlier this year.
yeah, she struggled with the heat, but I mean, she's Welsh.
They were struggling with the heat, but their show did not suffer because of the heat. I can tell you that right now.
Oh, absolutely not. We were struggling with the heat, but that's because we're both pansies. Now, also, check out the video clip for Primrose. It's very dark, but it's also a very well done clip as well. Definitely suggest it. The band can also reveal that they've finished recording their debut album, with more details to be revealed very soon. But right now, Cam, this is Primrose by Dream State.
I'm thinking slowly. I can feel my only way out is through my restraints now. I wish I had another way. I wish I had another way. I've been drinking, and maybe it's not such a good thing. God, just give me some release. God, just give me something, please. 'Cause I'm drunk and I'm not ease. I'm not good, I'm naked, it's exhausting. I know, and I can't let it go.
That was Primrose by Dream State. Up next, we have I Am Broken Too. You already knew that, didn't you, Steve?
I did, because I wrote the rundown.
Yeah, by Quill Squitch Engage.
By Quillsquitch Engage.
By Kill Switch Engage, Steve.
Yes.
I'm broken too. I mean, I'm broken.
Yeah.
Too, but you knew that I was broken.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, they're Boston rockers. Everyone knows Kill Switch Engage, and they've released their new single, I Am Broken Too, which is the latest single taken from the band's 8th studio album, Atonement.
Yes.
Good on them. 8 albums. I remember when their first album came out.
Yeah.
Far out, we're getting old, Steve. Atonement is going to be released on August 16th through Sony Music Australia. The band have also teamed up with the mental health non-for-profit organisation Hope for the Day. Now, there is hope for the day, Steve, because that
course.
focuses on suicide prevention and providing outreach and mental health education through the use of music and art. Couldn't think of a better way.
Absolutely.
Killswitch Engage are currently on a co-headlining tour with Clutch throughout the USA before heading to Europe to play shows through October and November. Now, this song is classic Killswitch Engage. It makes me want to rummage through a bin like a bin chicken. And fans will know that one.
Exactly.
But yeah, it just makes you want to rock out. So let's check out I Am Broken Too by Killswitch Engage.
That was I Am Broken Too by Killswitch Engage. And that's the end of our show for this week. Well, well, listen to you getting all...
Oh no, I'm just a sooky bum, but I'm really excited now, Steve.
Oh, and for good reason, Cam. You're about to jet off to the USA. So I charge my glass and let's have one last... getting out the fine stuff for this.
That wine has taken the ring out of the glass.
Pretty much. And it looks like it's going to be burning my ring later this evening. There's actually solid bits in it. I didn't even realise that when I began. Anyway.
That's probably just all the chocolate you ate that's come off your lips or something.
Thanks, man. Thanks for letting the listeners know that.
Put it on eBay and see what you can sell it for. Steve's Chunky Bit Wine.
Lovely.
With extra fermentation.
Yeah. True. But that's the end of our episode. Our 1 year anniversary. I mean, here's to the next 10 years.
Happy anniversary, baby. Got you on my mind.
Oh God, I do pity our listeners sometimes. In fact, most of the time. But you can listen to all of our episodes. Are all available on iTunes, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Perfect for a long haul flight. You can listen to all of our episodes. Gradually get better and worse over time.
Yeah, I'll be handing out cards.
Oh, thank you, fantastic.
Definitely.
And so we myself and the listeners wish you a fantastic trip.
Thank you very much.
We look forward to seeing the photos, and we'll be back in a few weeks' time with more Garage Rock to round out 2019. But until
And
then,
just a quick shout out to Jim Carrey. I'm going to be in his hometown. If he wants to catch up for a drink or something, that'd be awesome. I'd really appreciate that. Huge fan.
yeah.
What do you reckon my chances are, Steve? Hit me up, Jim.
I reckon if you just rock up to his house with a bottle of this stuff, you're a shoo-in.
Yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you
Exactly.
meet famous people like that, isn't it?
No, I mean if you throw it at his,
Oh, okay.
No, I mean if you throw it at his fence, it'll probably corrode it, and then you'll be able to
and
sneak
get in. Yeah,
Exactly.
but I want to do it on good terms.
No,
you know?
no, well that's fair enough. You don't want
I
to be
don't,
dragged out of
don't
the
seem
kicking
like
screen.
some sort of weirdo.
No, actually, in comparison to Jim Carrey, I'm sure you'll be fine. But for right now, I've been Steve.
I've been Cam. We love you more than life itself.
Goodbye, everyone.